Hello Capricorn, this is your January 15th, January 31st, 2017 read. For the main read I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot, there's the back of that deck. And for the advice cards I'm using the Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Okay. Do I want to start with you? I kind of think I do. I feel like this is important too. So timing, not that timing would be a rare thing in your case anyway. I feel like it's matched with that too. The Emperor. I feel like you're in control of the timing. You have certain things you're looking to do, certain times you expect them to be done, and that's how it's going. Okay, so there is an overall energy for this reading, but there's something to be denoted here with the Emperor and the possible decision, best possible decision. I'm really feeling it's a lot about your deciding when things get done. And there's certain things are done in a certain time, in a certain way, and I feel like you're in control of that in this situation. And that's a good thing. Other people may not feel the same way and have a hard time holding to your schedule, but it's still good that you're doing this. Okay. The overall energy, I feel like it kind of matches. It's kind of supporting that same energy. You got knowledge and the Hierophant, which makes me feel like you're very dedicated to the plan. Makes me feel like this is set. You're very, very organized, and there's a certain way it has to be done. It's been done before. It's tried and tested method. You know how to do it, and this is how it needs to be done. And this is holding this whole situation together. Okay. There's one other overall energy coming into the end of the part of this situation, near like the 30th, a little bit before that, and that is the Queen of Swords on your side for the mental capabilities, which means I feel like you're going to communicate in a very direct and emotional way. Like, I feel like you might be right to the point saying, you know, this has worked before, this is how it's best done, and we need to stick to the plan. You need to stick to the schedule I made if we want this to work out. And I feel like you're very strong with that, and you're very, I don't feel like you're like mincing words about it. You're just like, this has worked, and this is why it's worked, and this is where it's worked before. Like, I feel like you're very dedicated and very honest and very, like, you believe what you're saying, and you're trying to push that forward, like, hey, this has worked before. I do want to say, along your line here, you've got the Nine of Cups, followed by the Queen of Cups, followed by the Four of Staves, or Rods, however you wish to say that, or refer to them. Which makes me feel like things are actually, like, this was a little up. So I feel like you're putting your vision into motion, and you're actually, your confidence is pushing through to the other people. And I do feel that, you know, you're getting a lot of support, and there's a lot of love here. There's a lot of, like, even if it's a work situation, people trust you that you have their best interests at heart. Like, the best, you have the best outcome at heart. Like, you're looking out for people in the situation, and things are going to work out. Like, I feel like there's a lot of confidence. And it does. It goes your, and I feel like the reason it ends here, because right above this is the Queen of Swords, like, you reiterate when necessary. This has worked before. This is where it's happened before. This is why we're doing it this way. Okay. So there's something interesting going on here. And I think we're going to flip a couple cards before I get down to the bottom part, because that's interesting. That's upside down. Well, if it's upside down, then we're going to keep it upside down. Okay. With this card again, yeah, it's magical powers, but basically it's saying that you're putting forth your will. It's kind of like the Magician. It's kind of like manifesting what you want, that type of feel. You have that Midas touch at this point. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. You are putting forth what you think should happen and why, and you have a very solid framework for it and reasoning. It's very inspiring, and you 100% believe in this. 110 if you want to go that far. But it's coming forth, and you believe in it so much emotionally that it's really pushing the situation forward to your benefit the way you'd like it to happen. Like, your intellect and your vision is causing this to take form the way you wish it to take form. Good. We're going to go to this. This is what's at the bottom here. Which... It's right side up? It's right side up. Okay. We've got the three of hearts, not the hearts, swords. It's a big ass, there's a big heart right there. That's why I said that. I'm thinking for a lot of you, I'm feeling like some people around you just don't want to. They don't want to something. I'm like it fragments into different categories. They don't want to make the effort. They don't want to do it the way you want it to be done. They don't want to really be a part of the situation in some situations. I just feel like there's some people who just don't see eye to eye with you, even though you're making great sense. I almost feel like because you're making great sense, it almost bothers them for that reason, because they can't really change your plan, because they can't really show a reason to actually change the plan, because you're so stable and you're using great reasoning. You're using tried and tested methods is what I'm getting. Like, you've already proven this works. So they can't really fight you on it. Not really. Not without coming off like, a little less than favorably. Let's put it that way. And you got the glamour card with this, which makes me feel like you're going to have some people smiling and nodding, but they don't believe in it. And they don't really want to do it. But they're following, and they're just going along, and they just want to get along. They're like, all right, fine, let's just do it. The thing is, I do feel like... I feel like this is good, and I don't understand why they're not on board with it. Because I feel like the situation is good, and you're having great results from it. It needs to be done. Also, this situation feels like it needs to be done. It has to happen. Like, it needs to happen. I almost feel like some people it's just a control issue, and I feel like for some people that's what this is. These people around, whoever it is or people, they just prefer to have the control, and because you have the control and you have stable, cemented control, like, you're doing really well, and there's no reason to move it from you. Like, it bothers them. Like, they can't mess with it. They can't usurp that control from you because of that. With this card, I'm also getting a support card, New Beginnings, but I'm getting it reversed, which makes me feel like this is same story, different day. Like, I don't feel like this is really a shocking thing that you're doing this well, or that I don't think you'd be surprised that some people were just not on board with it. But I feel like you're a great leader in this sense. This is working out. You have a certain style, a certain way, which is fine. There's a million ways to do things. Your way is working, and there's no reason not to do it your way. I just feel like there might be some people that you just don't see eye to eye with, and they just don't see eye to eye with you. It doesn't mean they're bad people or anything like that. They would just do things differently, but there's no reason. It's not changing their way because you're having results and success, and it's like it needs to be done. It needs to be finished at some point. I don't feel like excuse me, sorry. I don't feel like this is a completion of the project, whatever's going on. I think that's why New Beginnings is coming upside down, because it's like you're continuing on to the next level. Because I almost feel like we're at the gate to the castle here. And if you'll notice, there's like a bluff or something in front of the castle, which just seems to be prominent to me right now. It's like you've made it to the gate. It's the first step of success, and now continuing on to the bluff. And like, it doesn't look like it's going to be a hard trip at all. It's just one foot in front of the other. Let's keep going. Okay, good. Anything else for Capricorn? I think we're good. All right. Well, thank you for watching. Of course, if you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email at jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.